Get some alcohol at our Real Deal bar, and 50/50 tickets. Keep an eye out. I'd like to bring the first bout to the ring. In the blue corner, Mr. Dylan Rushton. Introducing his opponent in the red corner, Kharl Abello.
To go up against for his second pro fight. He's nothing but sitting, but he's been a tough, rugged gatekeeper for many of the prospects throughout Canada. We're looking to transition from 6th round to 8th rounders, and he always goes rounds, very competitive, comes to fight, and you have his hands full. He's a bring your lunch bucket to work type of guy.
I'm seeing in Dylan's corner Sean Finnegan. He just made his pro debut not too long ago in Brandon Brewer's last card. Brandon's going to be fighting tonight as well. Yeah, Kharl, he's fighting out of Hustle, Believe, Achieve. There's actually a couple stablemates from Hustle, Believe, Achieve fighting tonight, including the next fight that's going to have Matt McIntyre, also from Hustle, Believe, Achieve fighting.
Well, Dylan's going to put to the test if Kharl can live up to that moniker, Hustle, Believe, and Achieve.
I really like the message.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your first bout of the evening?
You can hear me though?
I can't.
Introducing first, fighting out of Hamilton, Ontario. Give it up for Dylan Rushton. Standing to my left in the red corner, this fighter fights out of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Give it up for Kharl Abello. This fight is 4 rounds in the welterweight division.
Kharl Abello doing the right thing at the moment. Looking to establish his jab, set up his combos. Keep Dylan turning, stay in the center of the ring. Nice, touching that body early. Positive start for Kharl so far in this round. Looking to find the range with his jab, establish some distance, touching Dylan's body. And he's keeping Dylan turning. You'll notice usually after he fires some shots, he'll usually pivot out on an angle, keep Dylan turning so he can't find him for the counter. If I'm Dylan though, I want to start matching Kharl's jab now. Jab with him. Jab with him to take away Kharl's jab.
We were talking earlier about Dylan. Don't be mistaken by the 3-11 record that he has. You've commentated some of his fights. He's quite an aggressive starter, right?
Yeah, he's aggressive. He comes to fight. He's always action. But I think Kharl right now, he's done a good job. See, there's that little pivot, given the angle. He's done a good job of deflating Dylan's tires a little bit by more good angles. By not giving Dylan a target to hit. Dylan can't find him. You can't hit what you can't see.
Switching stances nicely too.
Yeah.
Kharl has the one on his trunks.
Because Dylan's a guy who brings the fire. What Kharl's doing right now is he's pouring water on that fire right now. He's cooling him off by throwing down the pace of that jab and by giving angles and keeping Dylan turning. He doesn't see anywhere where he can engage and let that fire go.
So Dylan's definitely trying to close the distance.
He is. And that's how he's going to have to do it. He's going to take some chances, be willing to take one to get in there, to land his own. That's what it's going to take.
Body shots.
This is the type of fight Dylan thrives on, though. The worst thing.
Wow.
Oh, nice counters. Beautiful.
Kharl's got the speed advantage, it looks like.
Speed. It's a little slippery defensively a little better. He's sharper, he's quicker. But he's got to be able to maintain it for the whole fight, though. Because that's what Dylan's going to test is your conditioning. Ooh, good body shots. That's how you slow down a pressure fighter sometimes. Get to his body.
There you go. Great counter punching by Abello.
Absolutely.
That's first round. Wow.
Oh, we saw a bit of everything that round. Kharl started all boxing, and then Dylan started making it a fight, but Kharl answered the call, and he fought.
Now, I was seeing when Kharl was against the ropes, it was looking like Dylan might have had some opportunities there.
Yeah.
Wondering if he's going to be trying to do that in the second round, try to get him back in the ropes.
Well, that'd be his best bet. If he can get him on the ropes and in the corners, it takes away Kharl's space to move and use his legs. So where his feet are planted and stay in front of each other, head on his chest, that's Dylan's best shot. Take away his movement, cut his legs in half, and keep him on the ropes in close.
That's something I've seen. I've seen Kharl in the gym working, and he's a very slick fighter. We're seeing a lot of the counter punching ability that he has. But yeah, Dylan's still there, and both guys had 2 good rounds.
Well, Dylan's going to be there. Dylan's going to be there for all 4 rounds. But Kharl, though, what I like about Kharl is he fought when he had to fight that first round, while still maintaining a sharpness, though, and not losing his ability to be defensively responsible. Good. And I like how for a young kid,
that left hand.
Well, many prospects at this stage, you don't see him target the body the way they do either. But he's showing a lot of athleticism, natural ability, and craftsmanship by targeting that body in between those flashy combos. And he's lighting Dylan up right now, putting on a show. That's not too much right there getting done. Like Kharl's doing a good job of shutting down Dylan's opportunities to fight inside when he ties him up like that. When he ties him up, and then he gets right back to that body again. Good investment.
He's also throwing a lot of good combinations.
Putting his hands together very well, displaying his advantages in speed and reflexes there.
definitely game plan. Move, hit. Dylan's still there. He's getting closer to the ropes now. Oh, got reversed.
Good job there by Kharl again. Showing some good ring generalship by tying him up, then he walks him to the ropes. He gets back on that jab again. So it was my first time seeing Kharl. Like I think I said before we went on the air, I couldn't find too much on Kharl before this fight. Good respect there between both guys. But what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a young, very athletic kid. He's got a lot of raw natural ability, good reflexes, good combination punching, and I like what I'm seeing so far. Ooh,
yeah, he's also hitting good to the body as well for Dylan. I think that's going to be a key there.
Good shoulder roll and counter. Yeah. Shoulder roll and counters. He switch hits effortlessly. Very talented young kid.
I can't believe the pace that Kharl's going at right now.
Well, the benefits of being 21.
Yeah. You remember what that was like?
Oh, yeah, man. It's conditioning for days. You weren't going to... tired wasn't a thing.
Yeah, so we're just into the second round right now. 10 seconds.
And I've seen, if I'm being honest, I've seen a drop off. We saw a drop off in Dylan's output the second round. I think those sharp counters and body punching from Kharl is starting to pay off a little bit in that second round. Dylan slowed down a little bit. He's coming forward, but the output's not the same. He's not throwing as much. He's not as wasn't as willing to engage as he was in that first round.
You really hear the crowd in the last 10 seconds. Things are building up. Yeah, so we have 2 more rounds. So far, I've given both of them to Kharl. But I'm really interested to see if he's going to be able to keep this pace up for the next 2 rounds, or if Dylan's going to be able to find some opportunities.
Again, anything can happen in the sport. You know, one punch can change everything, and Dylan always has a chance because he's so tough and resilient. But I really don't see Kharl. Kharl looks like he's a young, fiery buck who's got the legs, the legs and the talent. I don't see him getting tired tonight. Ooh, nice lead uppercut there.
Dylan's going with the body shots. Oh, getting countered.
Well, I think it just simply matters, 2 guys at different stages of their careers, and just too much of a difference in talent and attributes tonight. Just Kharl is younger, he's quicker, he's a little fresher, doesn't have that wear and tear that a rugged veteran like Dylan has.
Wow.
But this is a good young test for Kharl, though, because he has to fight. He has to fight. Dylan's no walk in the park, and he's gonna make him work for it every minute of every round. I think that uppercut is a good weapon for Kharl, though, in this fight, along with the body shots, because Dylan's the guy who he leans forward and puts his head over his front foot like that. It leaves him open for counters, and it also leaves him there for uppercuts with his head over his front foot like that. Dylan is one tough cookie, though, because he's taking some hard shots tonight.
Yeah, and Kharl's almost inviting him now to meet him.
Well, it's, for Kharl, especially being when you're a young hot shot like this at Kharl's stage of his career, it's hard not to want to take those opportunities, because Dylan is leaving a lot of openings. There's a lot of food on the table there for Kharl. Anytime Dylan throws a shot and makes him miss, he leaves himself so open, for those counters.
Noticing Dylan's also switching up when he's getting close to the southpaw.
It's a tricky way to cut the distance. Sometimes I don't always try to teach my guys in the gym about picking their feet up as they're coming forward, but sometimes it helps close the distance to get in a little quicker in the range.
Much more closer round right now.
Oh.
That uppercut, as you said.
Sometimes it's clean shots like that, though, that are easy to see. That sometimes steal rounds when you don't. When it is up in the air and you don't know who to give it to. Shots like that can kind of steal the round. Though I was saying that in that last round, Dylan had output had dropped a little bit. He's picked it up in this round, and now I'm seeing Kharl sort of drop his output a little bit, starting to finally show some effects of the pace this fight. Oh, big hook!
That was a big hook at the end.
You can make a case for Dylan in that round. You can make a case. It can go either way, but if you were looking for a reason to give Dylan a round, that might have been the one.
For me, it's hard to know if he's slowing down just so he can try to finish the show, or if that pace early on was taking effect. What would you say?
It may have been too that he needed a couple rounds to adjust to Kharl's speed, to get to Kharl's speed and rhythm too. Sometimes it takes a couple rounds to adjust to a guy who's quicker than you, and then you can kind of time his rhythm. But I feel like now Dylan knows what's up. He's the fighter on the road. He knows he's the B-side, so he's not going to get the benefit of the doubt in a close fight. So he's going to look to close up the show strong and look to have a big fourth round. So I'm expecting more of what we saw in that third round from Dylan.
Yeah, I mean this fourth round could be all determining if you actually did see that third round go Dylan's way. So both fighters haven't hit the canvas yet.
Well, and if I'm Kharl, if anyone wants to hit the canvas, I think Kharl's best shot is if he's able to find a good, well-placed liver shot when he throws that left to the body, because well, Dylan's got a cement head, so his best shot, if he's going to try to find that sweet spot to the liver, that'd be his best shot to seal the victory here. But Dylan's doing what he's got to do now. He's trying to rough him up, take away that room and space for Kharl to look pretty and do his thing, and make it a dogfight. And that's what Dylan's trying to do. But nice sharp counters here, and then defense after from Kharl.
I'm seeing Kharl. He's trying a lot of different stuff for somebody who's just in his second professional fight.
Well, he wants to put on a show. He's excited. And he's a kid I'm seeing he is blessed with a lot of natural talent. So sometimes you get a guy like that who's talented the way he is. He wants to show off all his moves, right? So he wants to get it all done and get out of the way so everybody sees, what he can put on display. So it's normal, it's natural. He's showing his youth. He's showing his that spark and that intensity, But we're seeing some resolve and grit from him too, because again, Dylan is a hardened veteran who has a reputation for giving prospects like this a hard time and making them look bad.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of these punches though. I've been missing from Dylan for this round. Okay, he's coming back.
If we're paying close attention, the sharper, cleaner shots are being landed by Kharl. The volume and aggression is in Dylan's favor, but the cleaner, harder punching and more selectful shots is being landed by Kharl. Good body shots. Yeah. Again, that's how you slow down a pressure fighter. If you can target his body as he's coming on the way in, especially if you can catch Dylan with a body shot while Dylan's throwing at the same time, because when we throw, we're trying to let our air out. So if you're caught throwing and letting your air out and you get hit to the body at the same time, it can be very debilitating.
So Kharl, I think he's got to get away from those ropes right now.
Oh. But again, though, he's fighting well off the ropes.
Yes.
And the important thing is he's not getting hit. He's not getting hit, and and he's throwing back and doing the hitting. Good fight to open up this night. Absolutely.
Both of them are going at it the whole time.
Well, Dylan gives you no choice. I think Dylan was very tough, very game, but tonight, I think we have to go with. I think the youth and the athleticism of Kharl was takes the cake tonight.
Totally agree
on my scorecard. But sometimes the judges don't agree with me, Matt. I don't know why.
So you could see it either 4-0, you could see it maybe 3-1.
I can make an argument for 3-1. I can see a 3-1 scorecard tonight.
We'll see what the official decision is. Just want to give another shout out to our diamond sponsor, Northeastern Protection Services, for all your security services and sponsoring needs. We also got the Eastern Shore Docks and Floats. And now, coming with the decision, Joey Lavalette. Both fighters showing a lot of respect.
That's what I love about this game. Often gets overlooked. Often gets overlooked in this sport that you don't always see it in other sports. The sportsmanship and the class shown by fighters.
That was just the legendary Hotman Bunny Phillips coming in, giving us a handshake. You're going to see a lot of familiar faces if you're close to the Nova Scotian scene right now. You got Brandon Osborne in the corner of Kharl Below. Like I said, Sean Finnegan made his pro debut not too long ago, originally from Ormukto, New Brunswick.
A who's who of the maritime boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Andrew Kaiser scores at 39-37. Wayne Gray, 40-36. Cyril Desjardins, 40-36. And your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Kharl Abello!
Yeah, so it looks like the scorecards are about where we were at.
Yes, I think it was the red man won. One guy continues his rise in the pro ranks, in his development, and Dylan lives to fight another day.
I wonder if he's going to change it to the 2 now, Kharl Below. Got the 1. Is it going to be the 2 next time? We'll see.